Good morning, everybody. And today we have another topic, and this is the most important topic that we have studied. So today we're gonna learn that what kind of things are in software development. So this video is totally focused to the engineering students of CSIT branch. So I would like to tell them that what kind of things we have in our industry. Okay, so let's get started. So here we have our presentation, and in this you can see that I'm targeting some important videos on the weekends. So I will take this session as a weekend for learning. For every weekend we'll try to have a good video and a good learning. Okay, so let's get started with the software development. So guys, in software development, the important thing is just to get to know that what to study, right? What to study. Now we have a lot of things in our development industry, and we need to dig a lot of things thinking over a couple of things, and then we have to realize that what are the good things to study and what are the not at all good for study, and then the coding things. Okay, so let's think a broad classification of our technologies. What we have, so I'm basically focusing the web app development, right? The website developments or mobile web developments, right? So those kind of technologies. So I've classified in a very broad way, like so we have these things. Can you see this? Yeah. So we have front end, we have back end, and then we have database as well. So in front end, we have a lot of technologies. In back end, we have a lot of technologies. And in database, we have a lot of technologies. So in front end, there are technologies like HTML CSS. There are technologies like Android, iOS, and etc. There are a lot of technologies in front-end development. If I'm focusing more on website development and the web mobile apps or progressive web apps, so these are basically HTML, CSS, and JS. Nothing else than HTML, CSS, and JS. Okay, so let's come to backend technologies. So in backend technologies, the most popular backend language is Java. I think you all know very well that is Java, and there's a lot of things. I cannot cover all the things. I'm just covering a little, a few from them, like .NET, like PHP, like Node.js, yes, Node.js, like Salesforce, like AWS, like a lot of things, right? So there are a lot of things in backend. Okay, and no, Python, yes, you want to learn about Python. Yeah, I know. Well, okay, we'll discuss it later. Okay, so then there's database. Database, again, a very important thing to learn, and this is mostly used to store your data. There are two kind of database. There are databases and data warehouse as well. So in database, you contain your data, so your huge records, every information you store in databases. Okay, so for that there is a language what we call structure query language. So there is a structured data, and you need to query that what kind of data you want. So that language is called structured query language, that is SQL. You better to know as SQL. Okay, so let's get started about one of these end of the software development. Let's get started with the front-end development. We have front-end development. So in front-end development, we have as I already covered, I'm covering the website development. So in this, we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So these are the only things which covers the entire front-end development. You can develop a website, a web app, a mobile app using HTML, CSS, and development and JS. Sorry for the slip of tongue. Okay, so HTML, CSS, and JS. So these are the only technologies through which you can develop the front-end development on websites. Okay, so let's have some further dividation on this. For HTML CSS and JS, my channel, I mean this channel is absolutely perfect for you. We are going to cover a lot of videos in these videos, and you'll be watching a new kind of things and a deep dive in HTML, CSS and JS. There will be a lot of detailed content related to the HTML, CSS and JS. Soon we will learning how to create a responsive website through HTML, CSS, JS, how to create an e-commerce website through HTML, CSS, and JS, how to create a mobile app through HTML, CSS, JS, how to create a chatting app through HTML, CSS, JS. So there are a lot of things which are covering through HTML, CSS, and JS. So HTML, CSS, JS is the power to make lot of things, like all kind of application can be developed in HTML, CSS, and JS. They can ask to native dive as well, and they can go for everywhere. Okay, so this channel is perfect for you. But for the JS as per the current scenario, so if you want to improve your resume, if you want to work in real-time applications, if you want to work in the latest technologies, so there are some things in JS that you have to learn. I can discuss a couple of them. Like there is what we have. There is TypeScript. Yes, there is a superset of JavaScript. So basically, there was some you know some issues with JavaScript. There was something missing in JavaScript, and what is that? We actually can't perform the object-oriented approach in JavaScript. All right, so need to introduce those, and we need to introduce the strict data types. We need to introduce a lot of things which are necessary, which can show up the errors. Okay, so for that we have TypeScript, and I think in current scenario every framework is using a TypeScript. So I can say that this is the mandatory thing nowadays for new developers in JavaScript. So if you understand TypeScript, and there is two popular JS frameworks like Angular and React. Yes, Angular is technology by Google, and the React, yes, a technology by Facebook. Okay, so technology by Facebook. So let's talk about TypeScript. So TypeScript, you can start the TypeScript, and you can start development in TypeScript with this URL. This URL will surely help you, and this is the typescriptlang.org, and this is the official URL of TypeScript. So you can start from there. Okay, this is the most important thing that you have to learn in this. Okay, any other things you would like to ask on TypeScript, you can comment in the comment section, and let me know, and I will surely reply on this. Okay, so this is all about TypeScript, and through TypeScript we have all of lot of technologies like AngularJS. Yeah, we have AngularJS. So if you want to learn AngularJS, so this is actually a JavaScript framework, which is a single page application based framework, right? That is called SPA. Yeah, SPA, single page application, which is great. Okay, so you can learn single page application development through Angular. It was AngularJS earlier, but now it's Angular, and they are rapidly releasing their framework. So now I don't know which framework is going on. It might be Angular 8 or 9. It's very fast, So yeah, so we have Angular, and we have the official URL for you guys. Like this is angular.io. Yes, you can go there, you can install whatever they are saying to install, and then you can go through the documentation of the Angular, and then you can get started with this awesome framework. Yes, it's an awesome framework. You should know about this. Awesome, brilliant. Thank you. Okay, now, React, yes. Any guesses? React by whom? Yeah, it's by Facebook. So it's a Facebook technology. So earlier, we know that Facebook was developing their website on PHP, right? So in the front end, they started developing in the data structure of graph. They started using the graph data structure a lot of to just to connect the friends to friends, and then they decided to create a framework like because they have very heavy development nowadays. So they started using the frameworks. So they created a framework that is React. Now there are React Redux as well, React JS, React Native. So from the official website, we have the link is reactjs.org. Yes, reactjs.org. So you can learn the React.js from this URL and can get started with the React development. So there are a lot of other resources or the URLs or the references where you can learn this. There are a lot of spaces like Udemy, Udacity, and so there you can pay and learn about this technology, which is very new and very fresh to learn in this current situation. Okay, let's move ahead. There are a lot of things we need to cover. This is all about the front end. We can say this is the front end. I know that I'm not covering all the things. I cannot cover all the things, like, but some limited things which you have to know, and then you can get started. Okay, so next thing is backend development. Yeah, backend development. So there are a lot of things through which I have already discussed in the start of the presentation. So there are a lot of things, but there are a couple of things that I would like to discuss. There are a couple of things I would like to discuss, that is Salesforce and JavaScript. Salesforce is a boom nowadays. So it's basically based on cloud computing. It's a CRM. It's a backend technologies. There's Apex programming. There are a lot of things on Salesforce. So we'll discuss about Salesforce. And there is one more thing, that JS. This is the new things. So nowadays you used to hear this keyword like mean stack developer. So what is mean stack developer? So M stands for MongoDB, E stands for Express.js, A stands for Angular, and S stands for whatever. Mean stack. N stands for Node.js. Okay, so M stands for MongoDB, E stands for Express.js, A stands for Angular, and N stands for Node.js. So mean stack developers. So nowadays mean stack developers are very in demand, too much in demand. So mean stack developers, if we have the similar technology at the front end and the back end. So we have JS at the front end and the back end. So we have we will be able to get the data very fast, better than the expectation. So nowadays there is a lot of requirement or openings for the mean stack developers. So that's why this technology is very important. And when I'm saying JS, that means Node.js. Yes. So it can run outside the browser as well. So how it is working in outside the browser? So in Google Chrome, we run the JS on Chrome, and in Chrome we have engine which runs the JS. And what is that engine? That is Chrome V8 engine, right? So actually we extracted, not we, I mean, whoever created the node, extracted the Chrome V8 engine outside the Chrome, and then they started running the JS outside the browser. So nowadays there is a lot of development going on the Node.js, and you can see there is a lot of opening on Node.js. So these two technologies are very important to learn. So let's look one by one. Let's see Salesforce. Yeah, Salesforce. How to learn Salesforce? So there you can see that very smart way to learn Salesforce. So Salesforce itself is providing it. That is trailheads, right? If you want to learn Salesforce, if you want to go into the Salesforce, then just directly log in into the trailhead.salesforce.com, and you can see the screenshot that I've put into the presentation. Yeah, so you can go through. So next one is Node.js. So I've given one URL to get started, and there is the screenshot what the Node.js docs looks like. Okay, so this is all about the backend technologies. So any doubts over these technologies and where to get more resources on these technologies, you can comment me out and I'll share the things in this rapidly. Okay, thank you. So let's go to the next topic. That will be the database. I think, yeah, this is the most important topic and we used to avoid these things. So a lot of people in student life, they study database, not database, they study SQL, and they have a good knowledge of SQL. Then after they run after the latest technologies like Angular, like Node.js, like these, and we forget to work in SQL. So remember, this is very important, and we can't avoid these technologies like SQL. So for SQL, we have a good video I get for you. We have a video on YouTube. I've shared this URL on YouTube, that is SQL for beginners, not for experts, for beginners. Yes, if you want to start with the SQLs, that they will give you all the queries like select, insert, update, delete, whatever the queries are. So they will be having all the queries. So in any aspect you want to learn more, just tell me into the comments, and I would like to thank you all, and please comment your queries. This is a request from my side that if you find any difficulties to learn, then please comment and let me know that what kind of things are bothering you or restricting you to learn things. Okay, so thank you all, and if you like this video or you have gained something from this video, and you got any idea to learn that what to learn now after this video, just let me know into the comment. And if you started something, just ping me and tell me that what you have started, and I will try to guide you in this. Okay, so please, if you like this video, please subscribe this and share with your friends and others. So thank you all, have a good day. Thank you.